It's Golden here. Today I wanted to create some ATC cards for Valentine's Day, and I'm using a doily from my stash, the Crystal Dewdrops. I think that's the name of them. I don't know. They're called Crystal Drops, and this color is in Autumn Red. Doilies that I found on clearance at Michael's. I used this for this side, and we're going to do the other for the one we're going to make today. Little charm. Have a bunch of these little heart charms. And then I am using my ATC gun. ATG gun, I should say. And then the ATCs, I did a digital download from Calico Collage, and these are so beautiful. Love them. They're all different, but they're all from the same sheet. So they're so pretty, and I thought they'd be perfect, even though they're not Valentine's Day. I thought they'd be perfect for Valentine's Day. And then I got these little digital downloads as well. They're 1.5 circle hearts. And so we're going to use those as well. This isn't a real slow project. It's actually pretty quick. You can bust these out relatively quickly. You just have to make sure that you have enough room to dry. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put our doily onto our ATC base. I went ahead and already stamped the back of this one, so I'm going to use this one for mine, that one for my little dimensional element right there. So what I do is I'm going to end up using all of this ATC, this doily on an ATC. So these will all they'll look alike, like they belong together, but they won't be exactly the same. So for this one, I'm just going to run my advanced tape glider up the side a few times. I'm going to set this off. And I'm going to use this portion of the doily. And I'm just going to flip it over and cut it off. I did find these doilies on clearance, and you could wrap that over like that if you chose to. I'm just going to cut it off. I did find these doilies on clearance at Michael's. And we could even go and do a corner piece right here as well. Then or we can, I think I'm just going to leave it because I don't want to hide that image. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and just clean this up. I had it cut down on my brother's scan and cut, and for some reason it kind of cut it funky. I think it was shadows or something. All right. So next step is we're just going to adhere this down. Do a really nice covering of this. You want to make sure you get your edges in there really, really nice, because the dimensional Mod Podge that we're going to use on it will cause it to lift a little bit. So you want to make sure that you have your edges pretty well down and secure. All right, so we're just going to place this. I think I'm going to do it kind of up off there like so. Then I'm just going to run my finger over and get all that adhesive off because remember I ran my tape runner down the side, so these little spots have some adhesive, so I'm just rubbing that off. It usually comes off. Now for this part, I'm using the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. A lot of times when we get glue, we have the tendency to want to shake it. This isn't something you want to shake because that creates air bubbles. Personally, on this project, I like the air bubbles, though I didn't shake it. I really like the look of the air bubbles. It makes it look like old glass. So I don't mind that. If by chance you do get bubbles, and it will happen, just take a needle, and like right there, I have a bubble. Just take a needle and pop them if you want to. I am not laying much down of this. I'm starting and I'm spreading, and I'm gonna go around the edges. There's a little glue booger right there. We don't want that. I'm gonna go around the edges and pull the dimensional magic in. See, there's a nice big bubble. I actually like that. And I also did some in the center that I'm going to pull out just to make these two edges meet. And what that does is it allows a nice coverage, but it doesn't allow so much the dimensional magic to get on that it either overspills a ton or it's just too much. So I'm just blending all those pieces in right now, making sure that they're all together. They are. Okay, so that's going to dry. Leave it overnight. Let's go ahead and add our little heart. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do this off to the side. I'm just using Helmer's Tacky Glue for this. Helps if I open it fully. And it dries clear, so if some of it happens to get out from underneath of the charm, it's not the end of the world. And then we're going to go ahead and add these dewdrops. I really like these because they add some extra texture and dimension to the project, plus they keep their shape as they dry, which is awesome. And there we go. That's how you create a pretty quick but yet stunning ATC card. What makes this special, I think, is that this piece right here looks like glass, like vintage glass. It's just beautiful. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Share this if you feel as though someone could benefit from it or could learn from it. Find me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter under Betz Golden, B-E-T-Z Golden, G-O-L-D-E-N. And make sure you check out my blog, which is www.scrappycafe.blogspot.com. Until next time, happy crafting!